Right, hello, welcome to a new video. Say hello, James.
Bonjour. Hola.
We are in Oxford today. We are at the, what is it called?
Iffley Sports Centre, the Roger Bannister track.
Iffley Sports Centre, Roger Bannister track, and we are here to do a 1 mile event around the track. James is looking forward to it, especially after he had a good time on Wednesday doing the Eastern Masters League, so he's really excited for this. I am, on the other hand, rather nervous. I've done a mile on a track as part of like a club event before, like kind of like timed and things like that, officially timed. So yeah, this is a bit daunting really. So we're going to go and collect our numbers, do a warm up, and then we'll take you onto the track and see how we get on. James eating his pre-race brunch today.
Nutritional key. Go on, Katy, get in there. Tuck in. Well done, Katy. Perfect through the first lap. Keep strong. Perfect splits, Katy. Start working through now. Start working it. Go on, Katy. Strong finish, Katy.
Okay, so I'm done. James is now up next. We're 4 races in now. James is in race 5, so I'm going to come over here to cheer him on. But just a bit of an update on how I got on. There we go.
Start list for that is Clara Apanova, Williams, Stuart Apple, Christopher Finister and Anna Anderson. That's race 5 starting any minute now.
Any minute now. Any minute now. I think I stopped filming just as they announced James's name. But my race. So I was in race 1. Originally I was in race 2, but the pace for race 2 was like 5:30 or 5:40, something like the pacer, and I just got scared at that, so I got asked to be put in race 1, and it was full of lots of young Aberdeen runners. And James knew this last night because he'd looked at some of the power of 10s, but didn't tell me because I think that he thought that would have put me off, and I think it would have if he had actually told me that. But the race itself, I think I've just snuck under 6 minutes, which I'm really pleased about. The first lap, I was like right at the back, everyone went off really quick, but I think that was just down to the age of some of the runners. So I just tried to run my own race. I didn't really look at my watch in the first lap, I think, apart from the first 100 metres. But at the finish line, they've got a lady shouting out, which happens in most sort of like track races, shouting out the time that you're going through each lap in. Just, I think they're just waiting through other races. Just race 5 starting now. So yeah, there's a lady shouting out as you go through. So I think I went through the first 108 metres in about 87, 88, so quite quick, and then went through 800, I think she said, in about 2:58, and then I think according to my watch I did 5:59, but someone else was watching, there's a live stream, someone's watching and said I did 5:54, 5:55, so I don't know. So I'm just really fingers crossed that it's sub 6. They've got a 1500 metre line as well, so you get a time for that, but I have never done a race like this before, so it's technically 2 PBs. So yes, James is here. He did the Tracksmith mile. You can see that video. I think he did 5:24 there. The pacer is about 5:10 here, so he just wants better than the Tracksmith mile because he's been doing some shorter races at the moment and has been doing really well. So hoping that with this race there's just a good group of people that he can just get in the mix with and run. James!
After this race, we'll have race number 6. So, the following athlete, Chris follows.
So at the moment he's in the mix. I think he went through 400 in about 73, 74. So we'll see. You're doing so well, keep it up! Come on, James, you got this! Look at this for a finish. Come on! Yes, James!
Brilliant finish there, in around the time of 5:08 unofficially.
Yes! No. So James, let's recap the Iffley Festivals of Miles. How did you find it?
Thoroughly fun and windy affair.
I don't know why sometimes you can't just be like, yeah, it was great.
Well, that'd be false. It was thoroughly fun and a windy affair. That's my summary of it.
That's your take on it.
Yeah. 7 seconds season's best and a cheeky sub 6 for yourself. So, all in all, good day out. Tick, tick.
How did you find out about this one? Because you signed us up, didn't you?
I have no idea. I think I was just looking through the Open Track website, which is where you can book most track races and get results and bits and pieces.
Yeah, because James is sort of you're doing quite a lot of track work, aren't you, this summer?
Yeah, working on my speed, working on racing uncomfortably, working on mixing the training up, having a bit of fun with it, really.
Yeah, so you signed us up. Obviously, as you saw from the video, it's nice. It was a nice facility, wasn't it?
Yeah, beautiful. It had the old classic traditional stand from the Roger Bannister Stadium, and then a lot of new facilities, which I think are sort of local businesses / the university facilities.
Yeah, like if you're a student nearby, and you attend uni there, and you play sports for one of the teams. I mean,
yeah, there was gym, swimming pool. Actually, there were like 3 or 4 different gyms in it.
Yeah, it looked really really cool.
Yeah, change rooms and bits and pieces. It's nice to have plenty of toilets at the facility as well.
Like you said, it was windy.
Gale force on the back straight. and completely still on the home straight.
Yeah, and then we found that nice, it was just literally like a mile out and a mile back for the warm-up, so that would be great. If
along the back of the houses and along the river, beautiful.
Which was good. And then we got there with plenty of time to like warm up, kind of suss out where everything was, get prepped and ready for the event. So my event was the first one. As you saw from the video, in my heat, everyone just went out super quick. I was shocked. I was also shocked at how quickly it felt hard. Like I was expecting like first lap to feel quite comfortable for a mile. No, shocked. And then my breathing was so laboured straight away.
This was the plan though.
Yeah, and that was it. This was the whole thing, was just to just race and just experience something completely new for me. So second and third lap kind of, I then felt a bit more settled into the race, obviously still trying to...
Good for you.
What do you mean?
Just blurred together for me.
Well, yeah, the second and third laps did really kind of blur, but I do remember like sort of where kind of everyone had like was sort of steadying off with pace. It wasn't just like guns blazing at the start. So yeah, it felt like I'd kind of got my I could just settle into what I was doing, and then obviously the bell went and it was just about hanging on. Like,
well, you knew you had 90 seconds to get around, didn't you? I suppose that was the challenge.
Yeah, I was very close to like
4:30
going through the bell. So I was like, I don't know if I even really looked at my watch, just because of the lady shouting out the time every time he went through the lap. So I think I was just... Oh, and also what I had done is I just set my watch up. The face just said the like time.
Yeah, pace would be irrelevant because no doubt your watch would have beat the mile with like 100 metres to go or something. So
yeah, well maybe not that far.
I'd be surprised.
No, I'd recorded like 1.01, so it was quite close to a mile. But yeah, the pace sometimes can be off. So I just literally had the overall time, but because I might have looked at my watch, but like James says, it was just a bit of a blur. So managed to scrape in 5:59.89, like so close to sub 6. Huh?
What's the time difference?
Oh, and then a young lad pipped me on the line, didn't he?
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
He basically ran under your legs, didn't he?
Pretty much. And I didn't even know he was there. Oh gosh, the light is really bright right now. I didn't like even know he was there. And I literally had nothing else to give. So it just goes to show that I ran my hardest. What about you, James? Summarise your race for us.
So, usual affair, I think, for the track race. You go there quite excited, quite confident. Then as you start going, you're odd. And as you get close to the start time, you go through the drills, all of a sudden you start thinking, oh, actually, maybe I just want this or just want that. And you're a bit, not against yourself, but you start maybe being a bit more realistic. And then you stood on the start line thinking, how the hell have I got here? What am I doing? But no, the pacer was supposed to go at 77-second laps, which would have been about 5:10, which ideally I would have liked to have hung on to. I couldn't keep up with him in the first lap, and I must admit, you don't have time to look at your watch. I didn't look at my watch, but I still went through the first lap in 76, I think. So I was ahead of schedule and the pace was way ahead of me, which obviously isn't ideal, but it did help me be a bit more confident into the run. I think looking back on it now in reflection, I probably still managed my effort level a little bit in the second and third lap, whereas I should have probably just taken each lap individually. Not that I wasn't knackered at the end, but if I could critique myself harshly, that's where it'd be. So that's where I was. But 7-second PB, well not PB, it's a lie. 7-second season's best in 3 weeks. I'll take that. Onward and upwards, training's going well. And you can't cheat racing, can you? Oh, and also definitely felt sort of like some acute muscle tiredness or pulling from racing on Wednesday. Nothing major, nothing I even felt in the warm-up, but certainly at that intensity, my hamstrings essentially were just ringing bells going, you raced on Wednesday 800 or 400, and that was quite uncomfortable. But you know, that's what I'm about at the moment at this block. It's not about targeting these races individually, so I'm not tapering for them as such. Obviously I'm managing my workload around them, I'm not just being stupid, but yeah, so 7 seconds quicker than 3 weeks ago with races in my legs.
We haven't really been much on YouTube recently, so obviously you're doing a bit of a track season. What have we both got coming up next?
So I've got a 3,000 in a week's time, which is 10 days, 11 days after the mile. We had a good track session yesterday at 3,000 metre pace, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be where I want to be. But I've kind of got 2 targets for that. I want to run well, but also have a 5,000 track race a further 2.5 weeks after that. So if I can run my target 5k pace for 3k at this point, and to be fair, it's a stretch 5k target pace as well. So if I can run it for 3k, it puts me in good, confident place to attack the 5k. God, 12.5 laps. Oof.
You signed yourself up for it?
Yeah. And you were just in your getting uncomfortable stage before we get into marathon training, really.
Yeah, I don't think I've got anything booked up now, have I?
No.
We
will get another couple of short races in for you.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I think I might get you to do a 400 or Watford in a couple of weeks.
No way.
I'm joking.
And we are committing to coming back to YouTube now, just as well, because there's lots going on in the next sort of few weeks and months in terms of what we're doing. So we just kind of want to showcase what we're doing, what we're up to. Obviously you're doing a lot more stuff on the track, so we can bring you along with that. We're doing a 3 Peaks challenge in a few weeks time, and then yeah, we'll both be going into marathon training for the autumn.
Yes.
So yeah, come back. We're going to be posting every Thursday, new video every single week, so come back to the channel. Let us know what you'd like to see, but obviously we've got lots going on, so we can just showcase what we're up to, and then obviously lots of marathon training stuff along the way as well. So yeah, thanks for joining us at the 1 mile track race.
Iffley Festival of Miles.
And I know that I wasn't very up for it at the start, but now having done it, I'm really pleased that I have. So if we can encourage anyone to push outside their comfort zone, this is the sign to do so.
From an athletics and running point of view, road racing has become very accessible. Track racing is a little bit behind, but don't be scared. There's no reason at Katy's pace that should have been the slowest race of the day. Get involved. You're fine, aren't you? No one's there to watch you. Go and enjoy it. It's something different. Go and mix up your training. Yeah, lucky that was the first race because there was hardly anyone there, and then I could just enjoy the rest of the day watching James and everyone else. It's a running track for all runners. I suppose that's important to know.
Yeah, so push outside your comfort zone and do something different in the next few months. That's what what's the takeaway for the video. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, you know what to do, and we'll see you in the next video next week.